Here we are then, so we're live with the high ticket closer roadmap. My intention over the next 6-part series that it's going to be short, it's going to be sweet, but I want to jam pack it with value to help you become a high ticket closer. If you're already in sales and you want to excel and you want to increase your close rate and become a high ticket closer so you can work online and you can travel the world, then this training, this 6-part mini roadmap is going to be perfect for you. If you're new to sales and you're looking for an opportunity to become a high ticket remote closer, then these trainings are going to be perfect for you, because this isn't a get rich quick scheme at all, by the way. However, the better you get at sales, the more money you make, the more fun you're going to be able to have, and it's also an opportunity where you can take it online. But a bit of context of why you should listen to me, and like why I've gone on this journey and where I am today of right now being able to work remotely completely now as a life out in Bali. How have I got to this? And also just to share with you as well, a bit of vulnerability from my end. Obviously, my name's Callum Luke-Webber. I'm the Sales Growth Club co-founder, and I'm also a sales trainer. I've been involved with sales for 8 years. And you might be like, why is he in a bucket hat and a shirt? Well, number one, I'm in Bali, I'm feeling free. But number two, a month ago, well, 3 weeks ago, I actually had a hair transplant. So it's going through a bit of a stage now where it's like, it's falling out now. And it's going to be regrowing a bit. So I'm in a bit of a weird stage right now. So I'm living my bucket hat lifestyle, and I love wearing shirts like this. For me, this is freedom. I love being able to work. I love being able to help. I love being able to make an impact, and I love the fact that I can just wear whatever I want. And to me, that's freedom. I feel very, very blessed. But how did I get to this point? Because before I got into sales, I had no confidence whatsoever. If you know my story, obviously, I'm not going to bore you with it, but just to keep it short and sweet, like before I got into sales, I had no confidence growing up throughout school. And then when I got introduced to sales when I was 19 years old as an events rep out in Mallorca, it completely transformed my life. I realized how amazing it was having that feeling of earning money as a commission. I wasn't on a basic salary. I didn't get paid per hour. I got paid for the amount of events that I sold. So my first day that I went out there, I had no sales experience. I made nothing. I was grafting for 8 hours and I made nothing. And then fast forward to now, like I've gone on a journey of learning sales and mastering it over the last 8 years and investing over £50,000 into mentors, which I'm going to get to share all that knowledge and my experience with you to help you excel in the high ticket sales space. I'm very blessed that I get to share that with you. But like I mentioned, I had no confidence when I started. And I started getting better and better and better. It was consistent reps, consistently selling, consistently learning. And that's what got me to a point where I was like, I'm actually really good at sales now. And what happened was when I graduated uni, because I was doing seasons while I was at university. So I was studying business at Plymouth University. I did that for 3 years. But every summer I worked abroad in Mallorca, and it was absolutely life-changing. I can remember being in England in the winter thinking, I just want to be traveling the world. But I'm stuck at university learning business from an employee and getting myself in loads of debt. But I finished uni anyway. 3 years I was there for. I got myself a 2-1 business degree, which is deemed as good in society. Yeah, I didn't learn anything about business, and I wasn't learning from someone that was in a business. It just didn't make any sense to me. When I graduated, I went and traveled. I went to Thailand. I went to India. I was going to ski festivals. I was living an amazing life at 21 years old. I actually got this tattoo on my ankle, if you can see that there. It says Viviendo el Sueño. It was living the dream, and I got that tattoo at 21 years old, and I really felt like I was living the dream. I felt so blessed and grateful. Loads of my friends from home thought I was crazy from going to do seasons, but it completely changed my life because it made me think differently to everybody else, and it also gave me the opportunity to learn how to sell. And I was in Thailand, I was in India, I was living life, and then national lockdown hit, and I ended up getting stuck in England. I was back at my nan's house. I had no money because I had a whole winter traveling. I felt lost. I couldn't go back to Mallorca for a summer. And this was a moment of my life where I felt very, very low. I felt lost. I felt low. I just wanted to escape England. I really did. But I needed to get a job. And there wasn't many jobs going about. I'm sorry, I'm getting attacked by flies. There wasn't many jobs going about in England during the lockdown. And I ended up getting a job packing boxes at Amazon. So I went from traveling the world, working in Mallorca, to packing boxes at Amazon, earning £10 an hour. And it was a very, very low point for me. I really struggled with that period, and I was there for 8 weeks. Ended up saving a load of money. It really humbled me, and I'm so grateful that I had that experience, because it was really good for me to see how the other world works when it comes to working, because I never had a normal job like that. So if you watch this right now and you're in a job you hate, you're in a warehouse job, or you're in a 9 to 5 you hate, like, there is hope. There's a reason you're doing this right now. And when you get to the point when you're able to travel the world and you're making money online, or even if you don't have to travel the world. You might just want to become a high ticket closer so you can spend some more time with your family. You don't have to travel the world. Everybody's freedom is different, and whatever your freedom is, that's perfect. So my question to you is, when you become a high ticket closer and you're working remote, like, what does your dream lifestyle look like? Like, let's get excited about it. Like, do you want to be living in Bali? You know, do you want to just be spending more time with your family? Do you want to be spending more time doing your hobbies like golf or jiu-jitsu, or playing more football? Like, what is your dream lifestyle when you make that happen? And my mission is to help you make that happen. And how do you make that happen? Well, you go all in with learning sales. I'm going to be able to give you everything I know to do with sales, and I'm going to be able to help you land a high ticket sales role. So let's get into this. And in terms of my journey with high ticket sales, I just want to share, before I get into this, I just want to share with you, obviously, when I ended up leaving Amazon, I booked a one-way flight to Bali. This was years ago. I didn't end up going because the flight got cancelled, and I got introduced to high ticket sales in the UK in the solar panel industry. And I went from selling boat parties that were like 50 euros to selling 10 to 20 grand solar systems. And I realized the power that once you know how to sell, you can go from making €20 commission to making £1,000 commission in an hour. Like, the difference of that was life-changing, and that's why I'm so grateful that I get to share with you how I've been able to make 5-figure months in low-ticket sales, but also high-ticket sales, and how I've been able to take that online, and you can do that soon. So by the end of this training, you are going to discover, like, what high-ticket sales actually is, the difference between low-ticket sales and high-ticket sales, and how high-ticket sales can be the freedom opportunity for you. Okay. So what is high ticket sales? So I shared with you earlier, low ticket sales for me, I was selling events. And then high ticket sales, I was selling solar panel industries. But there's so many different other type of low ticket sales that, you could be a door knocker. You could be a door knocker selling gas and electric. You could be a cold caller that you could be selling a phone membership subscription for like £50 or £100 a month, okay? Anything that's under £1,000 is deemed as low ticket. Usually under £100 is low ticket, whereas high ticket sales is usually deemed anything over £1,000. But usually the type of offers that you're going to be wanting to look for are offers that are £3,000 and plus. And the reason being is because you get between 10 to 20% commission, usually around the 10% commission mark. So we'll do the maths of 10% commission. So let's say you were selling a product for £10,000, you would make £1,000 if you sold that. Okay, so you could have, in an hour, you could make £1,000. An hour, you can make £1,000. You do that 10 times in a month, and you've got £10,000. You've made 10K. And I can vividly remember the moment when I made £10,000 for the first time in a month in high ticket sales, and it was in the solar panel industry. And the month before that, I actually made an investment of £9,000 into a sales trainer. And I can vividly remember I made that investment. I was really scared. I just had over £9,000 in my bank account. And my mentor at the time, Matt, I actually said no to him because I was a bit worried. I was a bit scared. I already had invested into a mentor before that. And he said this to me. He said, the other side of fear, amazing things happen. And I was like, Matt, I'm in. I made that decision. It was scary, but I knew I had to do it. And the month after, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to make £10,000. I wrote it down every single day, and I took action every day. I was following up all my clients. I wasn't taking no for an answer. I was handling objections like a professional. I wasn't getting emotional. I had a script that I use, which I will share with you. I do share with you in the Sales Growth Club. If I'll talk about that in the future. I'll be able to give you my pitch, which has helped me close over 1.5 million deals in the solar panel industry, which is really, really exciting. I'll be able to share that with you. And I made that decision that I was going to do it, and I did it. And I can vividly remember doing it. And I sold 10 systems, and I made over £10,000. And that's the beautiful thing. Imagine making 10 sales and making £10,000. And this is the thing with high ticket sales. You could even end up selling something for £100,000 and making 10K. It depends what offer. Imagine making 10K commission in one offer. The biggest commission that I've personally made was £3,000, and I sold a £25,000 solar system, and I did that virtually. I did that at my nan's house on Zoom, and I closed a 25 grand solar deal, and I didn't even go to the home. I didn't even go to the home, and I closed a 25 grand solar deal. And I'm going to be able to share all my wisdom with you. So that's what high ticket sales is. You are selling for an offer which is over £1,000, and you make a commission in exchange. And the best part about it is you don't have to go out and get them leads yourself. You get them leads booked into your calendar. So you have your calendar open, you can put the slots that you want to work. So it means that if you're in Bali or you're in Thailand or you're in England, you can be like, I want to work between 8 and 2 in the afternoon, and the rest of the day I want off. Or I want to work between 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and the rest of the time I've got off. It's completely up to you. You have your calendar open, and then slots will get booked in. You will take them calls, and you'll get them deals closed. But the only way you're going to get these type of opportunities, the only way you're going to close these deals is if you go all in with learning how to close high ticket deals. There's a big difference between being able to sell something that's under £100. You can blag people under £100. But if you're closing something that's high ticket, you need to learn how to close high ticket deals. You need to learn psychology. You need to have a good mindset when it comes to money. You need to be someone that isn't scared of money, that's willing to invest into yourself. You need to be able to be someone that's able to attract them type of offers. You need to be able to know where you even find them offers. And fortunately for you, because I've been in this space now for over 8 years, and because I've been in the coaching space for over 2 years, and I don't know if you've seen the Freedom Lifestyle podcast, I've had the pleasure of interviewing 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure, even a 9-figure entrepreneur, which is someone worth 100 million, by the way. I had the pleasure to interview them. Because of my network and connections, I can help you land a role. So if you struggle with that, you're in the right place, okay? So how can high ticket sales be the opportunity for you? Well, if you're someone that wants freedom, if you're someone that wants to work on your own schedule, if you have a thrill of being able to make really good money, and also if you're someone that wants to help people, like that is the most important thing I want to share with you right now. That all selling really is, selling can have a bad stigma, but all selling really is just helping people. That's it. That's it, okay? And this is everything from today's training. I wanted to give you just a bit of an understanding of how the high ticket sales space actually works. And if this is something that you're really interested in and you feel like you've got what it takes with a bit of extra learning, a bit of the right support and the right network, then you're in the right place. But make sure you can watch the next training right after this training. I'm going to be sharing with you the mindset that you need to have to become a high ticket closer that's able to work from anywhere in the world, whether that's in Bali, in Thailand, or whether that's just from home, spending time with your family. I'm very blessed and grateful that you've invested your time into this training, and this was just training 1. We've got 5 more to go. Let's get into this.